plane is flying awfully low.
6-year-old Benny Alden pointed out the window of the minivan. A small plane glided down past the mountains and disappeared in the distance. "It's landing at the Little Sun River Airport," said Grandfather. "Lots of people have small planes there."
I bet that plane is too small to hold all of us in our suitcases,
Benny's 10-year-old sister Violet said.
"Especially since we also have Watch with us."
She petted the wire-haired dog that sat next to her. The Aldens had landed at the airport just before noon and rented the minivan. Grandfather's friend, Victor Gonzalez, had invited the family to spend a week in beautiful Sun River in Central Oregon. They had traveled across the country from Greenfield, Connecticut.
"Dogs are welcome in Sun River,"
said Henry, Benny and Violet's older brother. He was reading from a brochure that he had downloaded from the internet. Henry was 14 and liked to look things up on the computer.
"It says that dogs just have to be on a leash or be very well behaved."
12-year-old Jessie reached past Violet to pet Watch. He turned to nuzzle her hand.
"Watch is very well behaved, aren't you, Watch?"
Watch was really Jessie's dog, but Jessie was happy to share him with her sister and brothers. Jessie had found Watch in the woods. When their parents died, Jessie, Violet, Henry, and Benny had run away. They were supposed to live with their grandfather, whom they had never met. They had heard that he was mean, so they decided to hide from him. They discovered an abandoned boxcar in the woods and made it their home, which they shared with Watch. Their grandfather found them, and they learned that he was not mean at all, but kind and loving. The Aldens became a family, and Grandfather moved them all to his home in Greenfield. The boxcar was set up in the yard so the children could play there any time they liked.
"The brochure also says that we can see the foothills of the Cascades from here," said Henry. "We're surrounded by wooded hills, mountains, and lakes."
Henry and the other children looked out the window at the scenery that surrounded them.
"What's a foothill?"
asked Benny.
"It's a low hill at the base of a mountain or a mountain range," said Henry.
"Well, they don't look like feet to me,"
said Benny. Violet and Jessie laughed.
"I bet they're called foothills because they're fun to walk on," suggested Violet.
"That could be, Violet," said Henry. "Foothills are easier to hike up than mountains."
"I hope we'll go hiking,"
said Benny.
"I'm sure we will," said Jessie. "Watch will make sure that we do."
"Grandfather, you'll want to turn right at the next street," Henry said. "Mr. Gonzalez's house is just a few blocks away."
"Did you Google it on your cell phone?" Grandfather asked.
"Yes, I did,"
said Henry. The other children giggled. They knew that Henry loved high-tech devices. They passed a small village with shops and restaurants and turned right.
"Are we there yet?"
asked Benny.
"I'm hungry. It must be past lunchtime."
"We'll eat soon," promised Jessie. "We need to get our things put away first." Grandfather steered the minivan into a circular driveway and pulled up next to a large log cabin. A woman waved at them from the front door and walked to the van as everyone got out. She had dark, curly hair and a friendly face. "Greetings, Aldens," she said as she helped grab suitcases. "Oh, my goodness. Marianella, you have grown up," said Grandfather. "Children, this is Victor's daughter, Marianella." Mr. Alden introduced Henry, Jessie, Violet, and Benny.
"We're pleased to meet you, Marianella," said Henry.
The children all shook her hand. "We're pleased to have you stay with us," said Marianella. Watch sniffed at Marianella's hand and wagged his tail.
"And this is Watch,"
said Benny.
"He smells something good on your hand." "That's what he does when he thinks we have a treat for him," said Violet.
"Well, that's funny and very smart of Watch," said Marianella. "Actually, my father and I were just preparing lunch for everyone. Watch probably smells beef stew and cornbread."
"Oh, I love beef stew," cried Benny. "And cornbread, too."
"You love all food," laughed Jessie. "I'll say hello to Victor," said Grandfather. He headed into the house. Just then, a huge brown and black dog charged up and sniffed excitedly at the Aldens. "Goyo, how did you get loose?" asked Marianella. The dog ran to her side.